Hi everyone. I know you guys like my ugliness. Anyways, so I created a simple um uh thing on the internet. It's HTML, and so I like texting myself. So I text myself on Messenger, and this is a good way for you, if you don't know already, to send images and links directly from your desktop or any other device to another device. So you just put it in here, and then you can access it in any other device, which is super cool and comes in handy when you're trying to get that data to utilize it on a different device for whatever reason. Now, because what I was doing is I created my website on the desktop, and I wanted to see it on my mobile phone, but I did not have my mobile phone connected to my iMac. So what I did is I used Messenger, and it's basically like an email account, and I basically text that information, that data, to that account, and then I was able to access it. Um, um, but you have to be logged in on both accounts in order for this to work. But anyway, so this is my page here. I think the screen might be a little bit too dark. So, I just started this fitness massager. It has fitness massager, the business name, Facebook link, Instagram, email, phone, um, a little bit more stuff, and then some images. What my goal is to create this like Instagram, but not like Instagram, but okay. So basically, what you seen, I want to do this where people will be able to add their own images, um, and that's it. Their images, and then they'll have, of course, this type of look to it, like that. Just a cover image, some call to action buttons, Facebook, Instagram. So you will still have that if you want. And then right here, having the option to upload images. And I know they're not like 3 images like Instagram, but I just did it. I did it very quickly. And basically, I've been messaging people through Instagram and Facebook. And now what I'm doing is I'm using Google Maps and then I look for house cleaners, and then I'm clicking I'm clicking on the call button like this, and then I have to click on here, the little 3 dots, and then it does a drop down, and then I click on send message, and then on the send message, that's when I basically solicit and I tell them, like, well, I'm basically offering my service to them, so I'm not really like bugging them. I'm trying to help them as a business owner. I'm trying to get them a website so they could appear more professional, and so they could have a web presence on the World Wide Web. Now, while I was doing that, I noticed that one website was down, and I was thinking, well, there's many reasons why that could happen. First is either the business owner went out of business, or secondly, that person like passed away, which is another way of saying they went out of business. In a way, though, because say for example you have your own business and you uploaded all your content up, and then one day you're just gone. How does the internet know, and how can it notify authorities to look into that um, information? It's like someone that's elderly that passes away all alone in their home, and the only way authorities will know of it is if someone in the area reports it. That, or they stop paying their bills, which could be their cell phone, um, their telephone, um, their internet, cable bill, whatever, or their rent, and then they'll look and investigate. But other than that, there's really no other way of knowing. And then also now with the internet, there's also when every time someone logs in their phone, every time the device is turned on, it gets an image of our face, and it tells the computer that we're alive. So it retrieves that data for national security and all a bunch of other things. So it's good. It's good for all of us. Um, Now, I I was just thinking um, that everyone should have a website. Everyone in the world. And if you don't have one, you could call me directly at 530-768-0890, or you could go visit createyourswebsite123.com, or you could always email me at francisco.contreras0951@gmail.com, and I could direct you, and I could point you towards the right direction for you to get a website, regardless of how complex or how simple it might be. Um, and Yeah, like right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get people to be interested so I can help them. And right now, I'm living in Redding, California, so I'm targeting this area. Um, First of all, to help people around here, and because I live here, and I just hate that the I hate like big sharks, and I'm not talking about the sharks like in the TV episodes, but big, franchises and big corporations. Why? Because they're so huge and they're just so mean to everyone, I think. Maybe not, but that's the way I look at it. So I look at dominant cities like that as well, like Los Angeles, New York, and a bunch of other big cities. So there's little cities, and that's the way you got to look at it if you live in a small town. There's um, hating competition out there that want to steal people's business. They want to get more leads, more sales. They want it all. They're like leeches. They're like a fire. They just want more fuel. You know, that's the way I look at it. Now, I'm just a small guy, a little cockroach, as Mr. Wonderful would say. That can be easily smashed, crushed, demolished, split in half, whatever, blended, whatever you could think of. But my goal, honestly, is to do something like Instagram, then where if someone has an Instagram account or a Facebook account, where you have that platform on your on your profile page, I'm not talking about people are gonna like your shit, people are gonna go visit your shit. You're not gonna get all that positive feedback that makes you feel good, that makes you want to go back and look at your history. Oh, like someone like this picture, someone like that picture. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you being on your own on the World Wide Web among so many other web pages out there. Um, but the great thing about this is that if you have business cards, you could write or type that URL in there, and it just makes you look more professional as a business owner because people will look at you like like you're serious about what you're doing, um, and when they click on it or when they search for it, um, it will have your social media links, um, your cell phone number, your email address, and then you'll be able to add or remove images. If you're like a fitness trainer or like you just like going to the gym, or you want to be your own celebrity, you want to come up with your own name or whatever, then you could do that. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. You just have to come up with a name. Like J Lo, that's not her real name. You know, there's a bunch of other people out there. 50 Cent, that's not his real name. Eminem, that's not his real name. Um, I don't know. There's a bunch of other ones. You know, so that's all it really comes down to, is you coming up with your own um, like moniker and your own, you're basically, that's your brand, that's what you represent, you're representing yourself. So these people are basically like into fashion, acting, authors, poetry, or whatever. Dr. Dre, that's not his real name. Wait, is that his real name? No, I don't think it is. But he started off rapping like Eminem and all them, and now he's a billionaire. Well, I think because of the Dre beats. So see, anything is possible. So that's why I wanted to offer all this, so everyone can have that mm, that opportunity in a way, you know, at an affordable cost. Um, so imagine if you already use Instagram, imagine you having that, but with your own URL, and you start off with $100, and then like $10 after that, thereafter um, for me to host your website, and then well, if other things come up, then I'll let you know. Like if the because every year GoDaddy requires people to update um, their URL or to renew it, because it depends on like what how the duration that you purchase that URL. So you could buy it for a year, but you could only buy them by years, I think. So and then obviously the longer that you that you purchase your URL, um, the lower it goes on the cost. Like kind of like shopping at a big franchise store like Costco or Sam's Club or whatever you could think of, whatever your local grocery stores look like. Something big where you go and you buy in bulk, you get a better deal. You buy more, You get a little percentage off, whatever. Everyone knows the deal. It's like that, right? So, but yeah, um, I get so confused. I'm over here just trying to, I don't know. I just wish I had money. It's like, fuck. If I only had money, um, then I'll be able to focus my all my attention on creating ideas and advancing those ideas. But instead, I'm just trying to come up with different ways to make money, and they're not making me money. So I'm like a little rat, just going in the little hamster wheel thing. Yeah, the little hamster, you know. Just on and on and on and on and on. And I see a bug on the floor, on the ground. But whatever. It's just a little pincher thing. Um, but I just don't know what to do anymore. But whatever. You know, what all I can do is take my little happy ass to work whenever they call me. That's all I can do. Just go to work just like everyone else. What else can I do? You know, like, fuck. I could come up with more businesses, but even then, it's fucking crazy. I don't know. I have no idea anymore. What I fucking really need, honestly, is someone to help me with the ideas that I already posted. I need someone to offer me some money for them. You know, as a poor man selling his patents. So I could quit being so negative about life. It's probably stressing everyone out. It's fucking ridiculous. You know? And if I had money, no one in the world will be stressed out right now. Because I know I wouldn't be. You know? And I know if I'm not stressed out, then no one is stressed out. That's just the way life is. You know? And but unfortunately, you know, I just I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. People, what should I do? What should I fucking do? Fuck. I mean, here I was going to school, trying to get good grades. Then I got locked up. And then I got out. I started a window cleaning company. Then I moved out here to Reading. I joined the union, laborers union, 185 in Reading, California. As I said that earlier in the video where I was located. But yeah, and now I'm here. Really without a career besides my job. I don't have any money. Everyone thinks they're gonna grow up to be rich, but it's really all bullshit. Unless, you're a female and you marry like, this person that just came out of the military or something that made a lot of money while serving in the military, and maybe you'll be lucky because that person will be able to take care of you. But then what would happen if that person were to leave you or something were to happen? Then what? Then would you be self-supportive? Would you be able to support yourself or not? You know? I don't have anyone to take care of me, but I'm trying to take care of myself. But I don't know, it's weird. Like I'm not trying to be negative. I mean, everything is straightforward and um it's common sense. But it's like there's an opposing force out there just hating or stopping it for some reason. And there's a lot of videos that I posted that talk about the stuff that I'm talking about. And of course I'm fucking stressed the fuck out. Because it's like, how can I say this? It's like a parent seeing their children going the wrong path and they can't do nothing about it. That's how I feel with life in general. I look at life in general like, I think I just see certain things, but no one's listening to me. So, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You know? But I don't know. I'm just stuck. Stuck in a hole, and I can't get out of it. I don't even know what to say anymore. Other than this world is so, people are so driven by money that people have forgotten about those that are trying to bring a difference. And there's many examples of this, what I'm talking about. Like, just look at Elon Musk with the Tesla vehicle. The Tesla vehicle, everyone was fucking hating. Everyone. I'm not even fucking lying. Everyone was hating on this motherfucker, you know, respectfully. And they're like, you know, fuck all this shit. Why? Because people that have money and shit, probably they're like, well, why the fuck should we do this if this shit is working? This is making us sales. See, and that's what their people are looking at. They're just looking at what's making them sales, what's making me money right now. Who gives a fuck about everything else? And that's the shit that I'm talking about. See, because back in the day, the smart people were the motherfuckers that were out in the woods, hunting, making fucking hats, making baskets. And people that were wealthy, what the fuck were they doing? They were in the city buying everything off for them. And who knows, they were probably trading it and making more money. And then they kept doing that, kept doing that. Now it's just like, that's all that's happening. You know, to the point where we brought almost everything to extinction, even our animals. That's why there's a lot of rules and regulations to protect them, and no fishing, no hunting, no killing this, no killing that. You know, a bunch of shit. For a reason. And I know it's regulated, but I mean, if someone has some good ideas out there, motherfuckers need to step down if someone does come with a good idea, you know, or they need to implement it in their business, in their existing business. And I guess that's just the way to do it, because even with Elon Musk, with his space, this even SpaceX, he came up with a bunch of shit. But he made it affordable, like the vehicle Ford. If people know that story, that's an awesome story. But he made the rockets, I think, affordable, more affordable, and um, the vehicles, they're, you know, I think in the long run, I think you do save money buying an electric vehicle, um, with less um, money that you have to spend on the fuel and for transportation purposes, right? So there's a lot that that people have to fucking offer. But see, how are we gonna filter all this shit out? Is the question. And that is the internet. The fucking internet. That's the only way. Because there could be a fucking other Elon Musk. Excuse me, another Elon Musk somewhere. And there is a lot of them. Bunch of them. Now, I'm not saying he's the smartest guy in the world. You know. But he is one of them. I would assume so. Um, Especially with all these stories. And if not, he's great. just that making money. Um, because I came up with some ideas, but I don't have a lot of money. And that's the same thing with a lot of people out there. So, what I would suggest to people is not to give up. Start your business, start your idea, do whatever it is that you have to do. And I believe that the internet will eventually filter you out. That's what I believe. In a good way, not a negative way. I believe that, right now you could go on Facebook, you could create a free account on Facebook. Um, I don't know if it's 100% free because the last time, well, I did some research on Facebook and I think they say they make like $2 off every user. I don't know if that's coming off of like our cell phone bill, internet bill, or taxes, or whatever the fuck. But if there's someone out there that doesn't have a fucking phone, doesn't have internet, then we're doing each other in dishonor um, we're not like not like, it's not a favor. It's like an unfavored thing to do because there's so many people out there and we just never know who they are. There's no way that we as humans could possibly get into every single life that's out there and study every single life and investigate every single life and the way they think or whatever. But the internet can. And I guess people are working towards that. I would say aimlessly. No, that's like negative, right? Aimlessly. I forget. I don't even see. I'm fucking confused with all these fucking words. I'm not even trying to sound fucking professional, honestly. And if I am, then that's good for me. Fuck it. But I'm just trying to get a point across. And of course, I'm just trying to make money. Who the fuck isn't? But I just want. I mean, what the fuck? What should I think? So there's people out there that have great ideas, and they're given no and shown no love whatsoever at all. It's just like, fuck you. I mean, I don't know. Or is it that most people that became wealthy stressed the fuck out like I am to the point where they just eventually it built something within them, the courage and everything was just stirring within them to create this beautiful cake. I mean, maybe that's what it takes, and maybe that's what it requires. But if that's really the case, I don't think I ever heard that being said anywhere, not even in church. You know, all they do is talk about God. That's all they talk about. And giving our money to God. They don't say anything about us just having a job or a business or any of that. It's mostly just commands and rules and shit. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, and I believe that maybe that's why there's forums. Maybe that's why there's networks and meetings and shit like that. It's kind of like walking in the wrong class. Like, because there's many rooms in this world. There's many meetings. There's many organizations. So it's like walking into an elementary school when you're a fucking adult. Like, you're in the wrong class. And that's how I feel. Like, I feel like, you know, here I am with all these ideas, but I'm in the fucking wrong class. You know? I'm in the wrong motherfucking class. And I'm just like a little baby crying in the corner. You know, and I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just saying, like, and through this video, I'm talking shit. Like, maybe I'm just lost. Maybe I need guidance. Maybe, you know, all these fucking geniuses out there that try to make money should target people by their interests and desires or whatever to get them to do some shit with their life. You know, so like me right now, I have all these ideas. Like, maybe I should be getting commercials or whatever on my phone in my iMac or whatever about inventions and how to patent an invention or some shit like that, or this meeting that's coming up somewhere around here or something like that, you know. um but then also being able to remember all that information, oh my god. I almost have to sit here for like half an hour to remember everything, because the mind's always constantly thinking about different shit. I mean, it must be nice for rich people because they don't have to think about shit. All they have to do is just live life, be happy, and talk shit on everyone else's ideas all day long. There's nothing to think about. There's no worries. When you're broke as fuck, all the worries of the world just come crashing upon you, and you're just trying to figure out another way to make money besides the job that you have. So I don't know. I honestly don't know anymore. But all I could say is keep writing your inventions on the internet. Um, that's I believe that that's like God's word to me for people because it backs you up legally. It backs you up. It has a time and date when you post it, and legally every company out there has to keep a record of everything. And if they don't, then the website um, that they build it, wherever they build it, like even GoDaddy and all that, there's a record of every website that has ever been created. And if you don't think this is true, then you're fucking retarded. Like, not like that though, but everything is fucking recorded. Everything is there somewhere. Nothing is lost. And the internet eventually is gonna get to the point where it'll know who everyone was in the past, everything they did, everything they ever wrote down, as far as it could remember. I would say ever since it was created, it's been doing this. Now, apart from that, we have history books and all that. I don't. Well, the point that I mentioned is because the other day on Google, there was a post, a link or whatever of that's linked to Wikipedia. It's like a dictionary website, and it's open source, so anyone can go and edit it as long as they have an account. And there's just different people on there. I mean, you could look up any celebrity that you could think of, or anyone that is like on television that they're probably on there. And um, anyways, so there's this person, and they shared that person's life, what they did and all that. And obviously, Wikipedia goes from the beginning of time to the end of time of their lifespan. And then the effects or no effects thereafter. Some people call it legacy. Either way, though, I think everyone everyone has to do their job in order for someone to leave a legacy in the first place. I think so. And I believe that everyone that has ever passed away would agree with that. That it would have never been possible without everyone being involved in one way or another. Because everyone is important and matter, and they all matter. Everyone matters. And maybe I just need some fucking counseling. Something. I just I'm not angry. Well, I am angry because I don't have no money. But what can I do? I'm not gonna go rob a bank. I'm not gonna allow someone to hit me on purpose. I get insurance money. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna gather a bunch of poor people like myself, so we could act like Punked, the TV show, to get insurance money. Because anyone could do that. I was watching the Maze Runner and Hunger Games, and it just has me thinking that maybe there's someone out there, an organization maybe, that tries to fuck with everyone. That's why there's like, well, I think that's just different ways of thinking. But then there's different countries as well. And then those countries have different ways of doing things. So, of course, if someone else does something, they're going to disagree with it. And then obviously the other group's going to disagree with it as well because they're getting angry. That's going to make the other people angry. And of course it was God. Because remember the Tower of Babel? They were building it. And then what did God do? He confused their fucking languages. At least that's what the fucking Bible says. So yes, the gods or the God, he fucked us all over. You know? And then we blame each other. It's a bunch of bullshit. It really is. You know? He first of all, he created us. And then somehow this little freaking lizard comes around and says, tempts Adam and Eve to eat it, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And then God curses Adam and Eve. And then he curses the snake or the lizard because he said on your belly you're going to crawl for the rest of your days or whatever. So obviously it had some form of legs or wings. But now it could only crawl and eat the dust of the ground. And now we all just want to fight each other over stupid things. You know? I don't know no more. But I think other people think the way that I'm thinking already. So everyone's tripping out like, what the fuck is going on? You know, there is obviously God. Why would he even confuse everyone in the first place? The Babel, the Tower of Babel? Like, why wouldn't he want them to finish it? And why was it written in the Bible? And if it's written in the Bible, why do we all worship the Bible and reverence God the way that we do? If he's the one fucking with us, and he also fucked with Job's mind. It's all a test. And I think maybe that's why we probably started off going to school. And then they passed other laws. Well, if your children do not go to school, then you could get locked up as a parent or as a legal guardian. I mean, and then it's weird because other countries or other places in the world, parents have to pay for their children's schooling. I don't know if that how that's how it's like here, or maybe my parents are super fucking rich or wealthy enough to afford for my schooling, or maybe I was just a fucking piece of shit little orphan somewhere, and my mom and my dad adopted me, and then they just said that they had me, or I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm just one spoiled little bitch. I have no fucking idea. Like, honestly, I don't even know why I want money now. Now that I'm talking about all this, I don't even feel stressed out no more. It's like I did self counseling on myself right now. I think I do need to talk to a counselor. I mean, I'm surprised no one has ever even written me or messaged me in these videos that I've created. It's like everyone's too busy doing other stuff. But whatever. Um, I don't know. I don't know no more. I guess um, maybe God is testing us to accomplish something or to do something. Because if we all remember the scriptures correctly, before we came, he created the angels. And before that, no, well, during that time, that once he created them, some shit was happening in heaven or with God and the angels because Lucifer decided to go against him and a third of the angels, as is written in the Bible. And I'm assuming you're well knowledgeable in the Bible, so you can follow along. So if you're not, you need to go read your Bible to understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Or else you're gonna be confused and you're gonna be like, this guy's insane. He's taking drugs or something. Or, I don't know. Maybe you need to get high so the demons can talk to you. Then, no, I'm joking. Don't go get high. I'm just joking. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So the devil and his angels, that something went down in heaven, and God kicked them out. Okay. And then he created us. See, it's just a test. It's fucking weird. It's not even about money. It's not even about anything. It's about what he said. Multiply, be fruitful, subdue the earth, take dominion over it. And that's what we've done very, very well. All of us. Well, some of us. You know? And like we have grown in so much power and wisdom that we're killing everything off. It's ridiculous. But besides all that, I mean, there's still some shit going on. Now, not only with Lucifer and God's angels that are on his side, but the ones that are against his side, which are called the demons. And then somehow they're able to come over here to the earth with us. And then we're able to, I mean, what the fuck are we supposed to do? And then remember the guy that was taken up to heaven, Enoch? Like a physical horse that was on fire, supposedly, came and took Enoch up to heaven. And some Elijah or whatever was able to record all this shit. Or Moses. Someone had to witness it to record it in the first place or talk about it. So, you know, there's some. I mean, when people say if there's life outside of Earth, I mean, I think that them just saying that there's water out there says a lot. H2O. But that's not even to get weird and say there's aliens and they're gonna come abduct us and we should go crazy and riot and say fuck this or whatever. No, I'm not saying all that. I mean, I think it's just a trip. See, that's why I personally was talking about. That's why I was personally talking about us all teaming up and growing the fruits and vegetable trees everywhere. Because that would feed us and sustain us. And it would just help us. Like, what else can we do? It's not about money, people. If we did this, I think we will all have plenty to eat. I mean, there's a lot of technology out there. Most people are not even sleeping in a home anymore. Everyone's like mobile, in a vehicle. Most people in the new age, that's the future. It's not a fucking fixed home where you're gonna have to live the rest of your fucking life in. Everything is mobile. Mobile vehicles, transportation devices, movies. Like, you don't have to just watch a movie inside your living room. And I'm not talking about you're gonna walk with a big flat screen TV that weighs 100 pounds down the road or wherever you go because you could hold it in your hands. Your iPad. So, in a way, we're gonna be back like the Indians were. Because there's gonna be food everywhere, trees everywhere, and everyone could have a mobile vehicle. I think sometimes maybe we're just all being manipulated to work towards something, towards a goal or something. Because what's stopping us from just looking out for one another, um, by growing trees everywhere and eating and surviving off that. And then if we need soap and hygiene and other stuff, then that's what we can work towards and provide each other with that. Plus, I came up with the infinite um, energy generator. I don't know what the fuck we're thinking or what we're waiting for. Like all these dams, there's no reason to have them anymore. Not with my idea. They should just be slowly released and allow them to take their natural course like they were back in the day. So the fish of the ocean could swim up and do their thing. But no, there's a big barrier. How am I gonna go up there? In this big dam. That's like a prisoner trying to jump out of a fence. They can't. There's barbed wire. I don't even understand this life anymore. But I've been hard programmed not to inflict pain upon myself. So it's it's difficult. But I mean there's I don't know no more. Anyway, I guess it's what it really comes down to is all of us just looking out for one another, honestly. Because I'm just trying to make money, and then my brain keeps fucking with me. Oh, you could do this, you could do that, you could do that. My mind's fucking everywhere. It's fucking with me. Like I think I already came up with one too many fucking ideas, and someone needs to buy one, or they should at least. And if they do, then I'll shut up and I'll be happy, and I won't have to think anymore. And I also believe that a lot of us shouldn't be working so hard. A job is not meant to be hard for a group of people to stand around and laugh. It's supposed to be like a walk in the fucking park. Get the job done, go home. Everyone's fucking happy. Everyone got paid. Everyone could support and provide for their families. think that's why God brought us the internet. Because most of these tools are already out there. They just require money. And most people don't have money. But the internet is going to regulate. It's like God coming down on earth in his... Well, God can manifest himself in many ways. Right? Just like how he did with Jesus Christ. He came to earth in human flesh. So he came to earth. Are you guys making fun of my hair? Because I look all ghetto? Or whatever the fuck? I think it looks sexy. So fuck what any of you motherfuckers gotta say. I'm still sexy. Anyways, what was that? I forgot. I forgot what I was talking about. It's not like it matters anyway. I'm fucking just retarded. Talking out of my ass. Wishing I had money. I think I'm just dreaming all this shit up. Oh wait, I was talking about the internet. I sound like Dory right now. Dory. Anyways, so what was it talking about? Yeah, the internet. Oh yeah, and God manifested himself in different forms or whatever. So yeah, there's Jesus. Jesus, he came in the flesh. Since God can't come to earth supposedly, because he's lied, he will consume us according to the Bible. Then maybe he came to us through the internet. And excuse me. And maybe that's one way that he can control the greedy people that want to be greedy and stand up for the weak against those that are strong and mighty and want to be bullies. There's a bunch of things that the internet does for us. There's a bunch of things. And I believe they're good things. I just wish I had money so I could compile all my notes together so I could release a book. The book would explain everything. And I believe that's what God was trying to make me do when I was in the county jail. But not, like I already talked about, not to fucking glorify my past or anything, but just talk about what he brought me out of, what he taught me through that experience and everything that I seen, which is in my videos, in my YouTube videos. And it's just the way that that we think and the way that we've been taught that could make our lives go different paths or not. Is basically wisdom, making the right choices in life or not. And shit like that. But then I don't have money. So of course I'm stressed the fuck out. Who the fuck wouldn't be? You know? That's like the richest person alive just all of a sudden lost all their fucking money. Of course they're gonna be fucking stressed out. You know? That's how I fucking feel. So, I mean, but that doesn't make me right. That doesn't make me still trying to understand all this shit. But I think God is like clearing my mind up. It's like he fucking slapped me with this slap of wisdom. And that shit was just bouncing around in there in my mind. Bloom, 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 bloom. I seen stars everywhere. Like in the cartoons. And then eventually I came. And I was like, it's clearing up. So it's good. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I wish I was well, sometimes I wish I was surrounded by certain types of people that will help me and edify me. But it's a bunch of bullshit. Why? Not because there's not people like that can do that. It's because there is through the internet. There's a bunch of great leaders out there that are doing good shit, whether they're in religion or not. And these people that are doing good shit are making a big impact on people. They can be watched on through YouTube and through Facebook or wherever we're able to upload videos. Vimeo is a good one. That's another one where you could upload videos, I think, freely. There's a bunch of websites out there. And all it is a fucking data. So it doesn't really fucking matter where the fuck they're uploaded or not. Well, technically it does, but to me it fucking doesn't. It's all the same shit. And I believe that it's all bullshit. Like if I really wanted to learn something or be inspired by someone, all I need to do is follow them, subscribe to them on through Facebook or YouTube, or if they have a website, signing up or whatever, email, being in contact, connecting somehow in some form. But mostly, a lot of these people don't want to spend time with anyone. They got too much shit going on. Not that they don't want to, but everyone's important though. I mean, I believe that everyone has that type of power. Even if you think about it and you say no, that's just your mind telling you that. Because especially everyone here in the United States of America, even if you have a cell phone, to some people, you're fucking wealthy. You're fucking rich. You're fucking a god to them. They'll fucking bow down and suck your dick or you out right there on the spot. Especially if you gave them one. Seriously though. I'm not even making this up and I'm not trying to be disgusting. I'm just trying to prove a fucking point. So if you think that you don't mean shit, then think again. And then for people under that caliber, fuck. I don't even know what the fuck to say. But everyone fucking matters, alright? It's just the way that you look at it. At least you're not fucking dead. So, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I guess what it really comes down to is having that that yearning to want to know more, to want to experience more, to want more out of life, or I don't fucking know. But then also, it's all education, honestly. But then it's also important to, to try to do the right thing along the way, or else that shit would just eat at you. It's your conscience just fucking with you. So there's that as well. And I believe that's why some people end up committing suicide. Because some people are rich and they probably didn't start off that way. But money ultimately does not bring anyone happiness. It does to some people, I'm not gonna lie. But, I mean, some people have money, but you can still be bored and you can still be bummed out, or someone could pass away in your life, and it doesn't matter how much money you have, whether you have a lot or a little bit. You know, and it's those type of feelings that people that are really, really suicidal have, and there's no comfort whatsoever. And it's okay. Not everyone is at everyone's faith level. Not everyone is in agreement. Not everyone is understanding or whatever. Everyone is in a developmental process. And even those that believe that they're fully developed, sometimes they come to realize that they're not. And usually that happens like when someone older is hanging out with like children, and then the children just seem fucking smart as fuck, and it makes them seem fucking retarded as fuck. Like, fuck, these motherfuckers are smarter than I am. But no. Well, yeah, sometimes that's... But see, that's only because we're all gifted in different areas, you know? Like me, I'm obviously gifted with ugliness. While some people are gifted with beauty. Like, you just look at them, you just want to bust out your cock and just start masturbating right there. You know, stroking your shit. And I'm sure females feel the same way about men. You know, like, fuck it. You know, like, this is my opportunity. No, I'm joking, obviously. Well, not really, but, you know, for the video, I am. And, but see, that's another great thing about the internet. You know, you can spy on people if you want. You can check all their images they ever posted, all the emojis they ever submitted in their text, what they're doing right now live while their phone is turned off. You could view them showering. You know who they called and shit. That's the power of the internet. Wow, it's amazing. I'm not saying I have that type of power, because I don't. But shit. Nothing's impossible, believe me. Well, you don't have to believe me. Because most of the time, I'm probably not even edifying to anyone. As the Bible says to be. Be edifying, and let every word that proceeds out of your mouth be edifying to those around you. Maybe my words are edifying, maybe they're not. Maybe some words that I say I will regret later on. And I know I will, probably. Most likely. But that's only because I was trying to be funny. Or, I don't know. Or just like demons got the best of me or something. But either way, like, I just, want, I don't know anymore. This fucking life is fucking weird though. It's weird. I don't even know why I'm even fucking breathing. And I don't even have a purpose in this life. I like to literally just sit here and talk to myself every single day, or it seems like it at least. I guess it would be, I don't know. I'm thinking it would be helpful, like, if people were messaging me and commenting on the shit that I post. But then, what if all that shit is regulated for my own safety? And for like the easement of my own conscience, or so I won't stress out or something. I don't know. Maybe people do care about everyone. I don't know. But or maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe no one is writing me. Maybe no one is messaging me. Maybe no one wants nothing to do with me. That, or everyone wants something to do with me. I don't know. I'm defeated. I suck. I'm like what the Bible refers to, a wave that is um fuck, it's like it's I remember the words unstable in all your ways. That's the way I am. I'm unstable in all of my fucking ways. You know, I really am. I'm unstable in all of my ways. Because if I wasn't, I would just be focusing on one thing and one motherfucking thing only. One thing I am good at, I would admit, is speaking, because I could talk a lot. But then I would have to have a specific topic for someone to give me to speak upon. And then obviously having some guidelines, if any, are provided for me to stay on point and stay focused without doing the shit that I do live here. Well, it would be live, but or not, but you know, like the shit that I do in my videos. But I just don't know what to do. It's like I feel like I could do anything. But then anyone can now because of the internet. So I'm not special than anyone. And if there's a task that's too complicated, it can be learned if the time is dedicated to learn something. You have to apply yourself, right? You have to apply yourself. That's it. And then once you apply yourself and learn, then you'll be basically be able to do practically anything in this life. But then if you don't have no money and you want to build the biggest statue the world has ever seen, then you're fucked. Unless you do it on Photoshop. Because it's free. It doesn't require no money whatsoever. Oh, but they do charge $30 a month. And I can't believe Bill Gates can't provide that fucking business to us all for free. Ain't that a bitch? That would be like the greatest Christmas present to the whole world from him. Yep. That's what I believe. I don't know about anyone else, but Photoshop provided for free, that would be the shit. That would be like I'm taking all my clothing off and dancing like David butt naked. No one wants to see me dance butt naked. But I guess we could all dance butt naked in the shower. Not together, but separately in our own private chambers. You know? I hate my life. It's like I have this mental Photoshop in here. And I like putting images together, altering shit, not altering shit. Maybe I've been exposed to too much Photoshop. I mean, once someone knows a lot of the stuff, like, don't they have to serve a better purpose in this life? Or else I'm like, not negatively, but I could just be like a robot. Because anyone else could do the jobs and the tasks that I do. So in a way, like, am I just wasting my life and not providing the world more, or is the world at the end of itself where there's nothing more to create, nothing more to invent? I mean, it's not a bad thing. But I don't know, man. I just want more money. But then what the fuck would I do? I think I think personally that I would be content with a bunch of women surrounded by surrounded in my presence every single day. Whether they're the same ones or not, whether some want to be loyal to me or not. Like, just like, you know what? I'm not gonna leave even if you want me to leave. Like, I'm still gonna stay here. And, you could, fuck me down anytime you want. I think that's what I would really enjoy. All bullshit aside. That's just me. Because, like, everything else is all bullshit. Cars, houses, luxury shit. Fuck it. Just feed me something and unlimited pussy. Period. That's it. That's just. And we're all human, None of us are perfect. None of us are germ free. None of us are um, germ free or like like all this shit. Like no one's perfect. It's just. I mean, we all have our different ways of thinking, and some people believe one thing while others don't. And and that's sad because back in the day, people would die over this shit. Like, if I was living when there's no technology in the dark ages, I would have been dead. Why? Because um, I could have chose to different denominations. There's different organizations and shit like that. So you choose to go against someone else's ways of thinking, they get angry. And then the same thing with another organization or whatever that you join, they could get angry at you. And then not because you join in one organization could accept you and love you, but other people hate those organizations or that organization that you join. And then all the other ones could hate on that one. So if they hate on that one, then by default you're hated upon because of that. It's a bunch of bullshit. You know? That's why There's the law. There's authorities. Um, there's the internet. Um, like yeah, I would love to just be surrounded by women the rest of my days till I died. And then like maybe periodically coming out of my chambers and like saying hi to people, visiting them once in a while, but mostly just like in my chambers. You could say I'm studying, you know, because that's what I would do. Like if I had like a house or whatever, that's what I would do. I'll have my girls just chill, watch. They can watch movies all day, as long as they clean and everything's clean. Then they could do whatever the fuck they want. They can eat popcorn, eat all the food they want. But that's only like 10 girls. And if they choose to leave, they could leave. If they want to stay, they could stay. If they want to invite more friends, they can invite more friends. But just females. And, you know, when I want some time alone, I'll just go in my office or in the basement or somewhere where it's not, where there's no noise coming in to disrupt my studies. Unless I have my door open or something, then that'll be different. But that's it. It's not fucking complicated. Fuck, I might as well buy a fucking uh a motel. No, an apartment complex. And any women out there that are down to fuck around with me, they could have a fucking room for free. Fucking live there. You know? Can I call some room service, please? Are you available today? No? Okay. Hold on. Are you available today? Yes. Okay. That's it. It's that fucking simple. Everyone's doing their own shit. My girls want to go and fuck around with someone else. Fuck. Just don't tell me about it. I don't give a fuck. Because that's how relationships are with people. You know, they they could keep it all a secret, but if they want to, they could fuck around. See, that's why it all comes down to education and loyalty and trust. Like, what would you rather have? Someone that is cheating behind your back, or someone that is straight up with you and tells you right in your face? Well, obviously, someone that tells you straight in your face. And not just that, but um, if they tell you, um, like I need some more, something different or whatever, then that's I don't know. I mean, or that, or you're stuck. You're forever stuck with that one person, and I feel sorry for most of the people. I mean, but because it's like doing the same thing every single day. That's doing the same person every single day for the rest of your life. That's like me masturbating every single day. Like, I'm sick and tired of this piece of shit hand. This one too. My feet too. My calves and shit. Wherever else, however the fuck I gotta do this, my forearms, you know, I get tired of this shit. So imagine, like, so you do all the positions. After that, it's like, what the fuck? Now what? So, fuck. And then motherfuckers want to get crazy with other people because they think differently. Well, I don't blame you. You can barely fucking handle each other and deal with each other, you know? And then people want to get crazy with me because I have a different way of thinking. And different organizations are angry at different people, and these people are angry at these people, and these people are angry at those people, and people are angry at me for talking this way, and blah 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 blah. I don't know no more. Maybe I shouldn't even be here because maybe this whole nation is under the same thinking guidelines or whatever. Maybe I need to go to a different country where they allow like multiple wives and stuff. I mean, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with them coming over here and living among us? Nothing. Like, I mean, see, that's what I don't understand. Like, why don't I see one of the neighbors having like 10 bitches over there, and me wondering like, why the fuck does this fool have fucking 10 bitches over there with him, and he never hits me up? Obviously, he's fucking them all. No, you never see that. Everyone is like robots. They're all filtered out and shit. See, that's why I say like maybe I'm unfilteredized. Maybe I haven't been filtered at all. So I don't doubt that I'll be abducted very, very soon. Honestly, because maybe I'm gonna be categorized in the right place or put in the right place where I really belong or something. Um, because this world is weird. It's crazy. I mean, anyone can conspire against someone. Anyone can come up with like these fake stories. And if it was back in the days, like I said, I would have been gone already. But thanks to the internet, a lot of these motherfuckers are probably prevented from doing a lot of shit. You know, I don't know, but that's a good thing, I guess, because it not only protects everyone, it protects me and everyone else too, and them, and like everyone in the world. So it's a good thing. But yeah, like I guess if I could just ask for anything, it would be that. You know, maybe I should make my own rules. So I could picture myself in it, like in a big house that could fit and be good, like a courtyard, and having everything there that I need, and maybe I could like get like an invitation for 10 females to go. Now, whoever they might be, they could choose to stay there for as long as they want, and then if they choose to leave, then they can never return. But I mean, by that I mean like they're sick and tired of me and they don't want nothing to do with me. So they're like, you know what, fuck you. I'm making my choice, like a divorce, kind of like a divorce. Like, you know what, fuck you. I'm leaving. I'm never coming back. So okay, so then that one will get replaced. But if someone, I'm not talking about like they're in prison there where they can't go out. I'm talking about like, yeah, they could still go out and do their own thing and go fuck if they want, but those will be my, girls. And then if they choose to leave, then whoever leaves will be substituted for another one. But then what if I get super, super sick and tired of one that just wants to linger for the rest of her life there? I guess I haven't thought about that far. but I have to show some type of love. So see, there's a lot of things I still gotta think about. It's like me creating my own fantasy video game. Like, why not? Everyone else is playing their own video games and doing their own shit, you know. And then people want to get mad at me and angry at me because I'm talking freely. Well, welcome to the United States of America, the freedom of speech, biatches. I mean, it's like um, all the rappers out there. Well, they could rap about whatever they want, as long as they're not hurting anyone. You know, I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not hurting anyone. I love everyone. I wish I could just fuck everyone, but I can't. There's too many rules and regulations about that as well. But of course, someone that's willing, you know. But then my hormones are fucking just out of whack. Fucking, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Ugh. But I'm not even trying to be funny, you know. I just want some pussy badly. Fuck. That's why I want money. That's the only reason why I want money. I went to Deja Vu the other day. Oh my god. I feel like crying. Because I don't have no more money. And then I'm afraid that my car's gonna break down when I try to go over there. I wish I could just live there. That would be a great idea. I wish I could start one. A Deja Vu out here in Redding, California. Or Bella Vista. Or Anderson. I don't know, somewhere more away from Sacramento. More up here. Up. Uh, you know? Maybe my girls could be there. Maybe they could live there. Maybe they could have their own refrigerator in the back. With their own beds. With their own carports. Because I'm gonna change the game. This is not gonna be your typical fucking Deja Vu fucking strip joint. My shit's gonna be pimping. You know? Showers. Not just showers that anyone could use. No, specifically for each person. You know, their own carport, their own vehicle, you know, their own Tesla vehicle, whatever type of electrical vehicle they want. Um, all that shit just for my bitches. No, they're not my bitches. They're my ladies, but not really my ladies because I don't own them and they don't own me. They have free will as much as I have free will. So, if they want to go and fuck around with someone else, go ahead. I mean, I'm just gonna try not to get in my feelings. You know, that that's the sucky part about life. Like, we could all just be jealous sometimes, but we just gotta let those emotions go. You know, because nothing pans out the way that you want it to pan out. I mean, first of all, um, in, all these emotions are built by you and people just hanging out with people. You know, living life. So if there's no living life with anyone, then there's no emotions built. But then once life starts happening and people start connecting and interacting, then that's when those emotions build. And it could be hard to let go of that. Um, but I'm praying to God that He would help me to release me of those emotions and I could think freely and have true inner peace and not be dictated, like, because how would it look if I was the one to dictate your happiness? You wouldn't like that, and I wouldn't like that either. Oh, this person doesn't like me anymore. What should I do? How should I respond? How should I act? How, you know, I'm not trying to be cold or cold hearted, but I mean, we all got something to offer the world, you know? If you're a man, you have a dick to offer the world. If you're a female, you got pussy to offer the world. Like, don't let no one tell you anything different, you know? And there's a lot of players out there, so they'll tell you anything just to get at your pussy. There's a lot of females out there that would say anything just to get at your dick. So, with that in mind, you have to remember, don't get attached to anyone. You know, just do your own thing and, um, you know, like create your own happiness. And don't get with anyone that's married. Don't do that. You know, don't do that at all. Unless they're like legally divorced, then that's different. But if someone is married, don't get with them because that only creates problems and that's how people die and shit. Like they should be segregated. They should be like in mm, mm, fucking marriage or Marytown over there. You know, those are all the married people. All the single people over here. You know, like that. That way you can know who you could fuck with and who you can't fuck with. I don't know. But I mean, I see it all the time. It's like some people are so possessive over their wives or girlfriends. It's ridiculous. Like, fuck. Can I at least fucking I fuck her? Like you're probably physically fucking her. Like fuck. Give me a chance to fucking look at that fucking dime piece. Mwah. Fucking hating ass bitch. All up in your feelings and shit. Like get out that shit. Get it out. You know what would happen to you if she fucking divorced you or left you or whatever the fuck? You would fucking, oh my god, it'll be the end of the world for you. Like fuck, give her some fucking breathing space. Fuck. I could just imagine that relationship. I mean, they look good from the outside, but they're probably sick and tired of each other. They're probably just with each other just for the sex. Honestly. Probably. I don't know. I mean, I don't know this stuff, but I'm just assuming. That or that person was a real time big player and he just got lucky. Or he thinks he just got lucky. Because, I mean, like all the rappers say, you know, bitches come and go. No hard feelings. That's the way they say it. So that's the way I'm dropping it, you know. Like if I had an album, that's the way I'll drop it. Like drop that shit hot, like it was hot. Like if I were to hold it for another second, that shit will fucking just turn my fingers into ash. So of course I'm gonna drop that shit. That's just too hot. You know that shit's about to fucking ignite a forest and shit. But no, reality is I'm here and I don't have shit. But I'm not tripping though. I never had shit. So I'm just trying to make the most I can with everything I have. You know? I mean, I did start an XXX videos account, but then my conscience got the best of me. I started feeling guilty. And like, I like masturbating, you know? I like jacking off. That's the same thing, right? Masturbating? I think it is. Wait. it is the same thing, right? Everyone, masturbating is jacking off, right? Stimulating the mind, stress free, get the demons out. I mean, that's at least that's what I heard. And one nut could have millions of fucking sperm cells. So to me, that's a legion of demons just released. Because I'm stressed out. All of a sudden, I nut and I'm the happiest person alive. Something's happening. You know, there's like a chemistry or a chemical reaction that just gets released that doesn't want to be in my body anymore. It's a demon that just wants to get out. That's the way I look at it. So obviously, when I get some pussy, I'm happy, and that could be with anyone. You know, it doesn't have to be one person. It could be multiple people. And if you are listening to this and you have ever, you know, gotten with me or whatever, like there's a lot more men out there that are way better looking than me, more handsome, more respectful, more kind, more better at sex than I am, more experienced than I am. So don't be afraid to test the waters. You know? Because the ocean is filled with fish. You just gotta go out there and look for it. That's why they even came up with a website, Plenty of Fish, POF. I mean, everyone knows the story. It's not a secret. It's like, what am I gonna do? There's a bunch of like people out there that just want everyone to be programmed the way they've been programmed and the way they want to live. Well, what if I don't want to do that? That makes me an outcast. Maybe that's why Lucifer and God had an argument. Maybe because Lucifer wasn't bad at all. Maybe Lucifer just thought differently than everyone else, and God just didn't like it and kicked him out. Well, fuck you, Lucifer, and the third of the angels that want to fucking follow your bitch ass. And he said, fuck you then, and left. Or the Bible says that God cast him down from heaven to earth or some shit like that. I don't know. But something must have happened. But or maybe God got confused because Satan was too clever, too smarter than God. So Lucifer was probably like, "What the fuck am I doing listening to this guy?" And then eventually he was just like, "I'm way smarter than you, and I could be God. So what are we doing talking?" But then again, it could be pride. It could also be that. It could be pride, and pride could get in the way, and pride that's puffed up and boastful, and I'm better than everyone type of mentality. That could be it too. Especially if God really created everything, then obviously Satan is in the wrong. Just because God created him. I think. I don't know. I mean, I'm not God and I'm not Lucifer, so I can't say. But I'm sure they have their arguments and their differences in thinking. That's why they're opposing to one another, and that's why they contradict one another because they're opposites. So they don't really contradict one another, but they just would never agree. Like they have both set a line, and they said, "Fuck you" and "fuck you," and they left it like that. That's it. It's like two repelling magnets. They're not gonna stick. It's repelling, and no matter what, nothing is going to connect them. Maybe according to the Bible, God's gonna destroy His own creation in the lake of fire. Like it's a good thing. Like, why didn't you just do that from the beginning? You know what I mean? Like, fuck, it took this long for you to realize that, for you to do this, for you to do that. It's a bunch of bullshit. Honestly, fuck. Like, I personally, like, okay, I went to, like this, trance, you could say. And it was weird. But the angels or the demons, whatever the fuck they were like, well, where you're living at right now, Francisco, is like you going into a neighborhood that's built with like cardboard. Everything is cardboard. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah. Like, we think that we have everything good. I mean, we have to be happy with everything that we have. We have to be content. But the shit that they have, oh my god. It's like walking into NASA. It's like walking into the space station, people. It's like walking in, how can I explain this? Like to an Apple company or facility. Everything is lit up, everything is nice. Like walking into the mall, kind of, you know, like that. That's how it is. But everything is just, it's like a robot built it. So perfect. Like the appliances that we have, they're so perfect. Like everything is so perfect. Like look at everything connects so perfectly. The buttons, like if if I were to offer the world, if I was a millionaire or a billionaire, and I were to offer the world right now, $10,000 for whoever duplicates a a remote like this that can connect and have these compartments in it without a robot, it would require a lot of patience, a lot of time. It's like you almost want to be delicate with everything, but not really. You know, I'm just saying that because like after a while, you just don't give a fuck, and it's like, what the fuck is Francisco even talking about? But it's not, um, it's not me making fun of people, or it's because like for me to do this myself, it would require I don't know, give me a month. But that's me doing it full focus, nothing else distracting me. And obviously I have a mold or not a mold but like a diagram to go off of. Then and then it also depends on what you're making that out of. That'll make the difference as well. But just look at your phone for a while. Trip out on it. I mean, spend at least one day looking at it. You try to build one. And then see how the world will laugh at you. See how hard the world will laugh at you. I mean, man. I mean, you're talking about glass as the cover, has buttons, it has a fucking camera, it has a fucking flashlight. It has all these complicated components compiled in one unit, one compartment. In a way, unless it has a battery. But even then, it's many, many, many minute compartments within it. See, and then we think like that we know everything. We don't know shit. I mean, it's good to know things, but not to let it get to our fucking head. You know, that's when the danger lies. Lies? I don't even know what that word means no more. Lies. Like, I think it kind of means like awaits or is restrained in or around. Anyways, I'm sorry, guys. I think maybe after a while, maybe I would just want to settle down with one woman and provide for her and the children that I give her or whatever. But life's such a bitch, you know. I can't fucking forecast my life. I mean, right now I could get shot and fucking paralyzed. I could get shot and killed. And then what? I did all this talking for nothing. I did all this premeditated thinking for nothing. I got jealous for no reason. Or not. Like, it's a bunch of bullshit. But I think, honestly, I think I just need some pussy and then I'll be happy. And then I won't be thinking about all this, like, multiple wives. But right now, but I don't know though. Because, we think about people and then they get older. It's like, do you really want to be with someone like forever, forever? Like, I wouldn't mind like getting with older women, but notice I said women, not the same woman. There's a difference, you know? Like, as we age and go through life, I don't know, like, I see a lot of people that are married and they're just like together still. Like, how in the world are you guys still together? I mean, they must know how to please each other very, very well. And they must love each other with the most infinite type of love that I have probably never experienced. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Maybe it just needs to be rebirthed within me or something. But like, I just look at that and I'm like, how can these people still be together? Like, that's weird. You know, personally, I I would just want to be with just different people. You know, whoever I thought looked pretty, and then if I thought someone looked ugly, then that person could go get with someone that thinks they're pretty. You know, and it'll be a domino effect. Everyone will be getting with people that they think they're pretty. Not, you know, like, well, this person, mm, fuck it, you know, that type of mentality. Like, fuck it, pussy's pussy. And then for the females, well, dick is dick. I mean, I don't know. Or should I just like stay home all my life and just jack off to like porn videos? That's the possibility as well. Maybe that's what these married people are doing. Maybe they're just lying to each other. Oh, that was the best sex ever. And it's only getting better and better. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe they're in the restroom jacking off. Masturbating, as I call it. You know? Fuck, I don't know. But this honestly is helping me to just like the freedom of speech. I feel like I have wings. I feel like an eagle, just flying freely, soaring. I don't know why. And I'm still stuck here with no money. Can't go anywhere. It's not like I'm gonna get rich. So yes, I'm gonna continue fucking advertising, motherfuckers. Of course. What the fuck am I supposed to do? What the fuck is anyone else supposed to do? I mean, I don't really have a caregiver. Other people do. So they could talk all the shit they want. I mean, lucky for my bitch ass, I have my friend here helping me. Or else I would be like in the back street corner sucking some dick or some shit for some money. I mean, I don't want to do that. And I hope I don't have to do that because I'm not even gay like that. You know? I love pussy. I'd rather eat some pussy out for some money. I'll do that probably for free anyway. So hit me up. Well, I just started a new business, a massaging business, so I gotta kind of be careful with my sexual jokes. But either way, I'm gonna keep it very, very professional. So there's no need for, I mean, besides these hating ass bitches, that want to say shit about my comments and shit. It's like Eminem fucking rapping about killing someone, but then, in reality, he's not really killing anyone. It's like that, So, sorry I didn't copyright my shit, but I did because I'm using my fucking device, my iPad that I bought. It's my hard drive. It's my video footage. It's my friend's electricity that I used. So he paid for it. So see, it's a network. See, so what was my point? What was my point? That freedom of speech. Oh yeah, and then advertising. Advertising. You know, because me advertising is a means and a way out of my misery. Because I mean, I have a job, but then I have to pay taxes. Fucking like almost half of that shit is gone. Like what the fuck? So yes, of course I have to come up with different ways to make money. You know? Like that's some fucked up shit. I only make like $5,000 if that every month. That's like $20,000 every single year. And I'm only gonna be able to live for another 20, 30 years by the grace of God alone. So yeah, it is some fucked up shit. And then there's other people out there living with, spending that type of money every single day. There's people out there making that type of money every single month, every week, every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, every 4 months, every 5 months, every 6 months, every 7 months, every 8 months, every 9 months, every 10 months, every 11 months, and obviously me every 12 months. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks for me. I mean, I just look at it like it must be nice to be able to have that type of money. Like, I'll be happy to have that shit every quarter. That's, I think, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's like me fucking with fucking quarters and pennies. In actuality, it's fucking ridiculous. But I try not to bitch and complain. There's a bunch of haters out there, and then all they want to do is like bunch of threats, threats. They don't want to see me move up in life. And even if I did, But I am trying to make money, and I do have a website business that I try to. Well, I didn't try to create. I did create, and then I started. So that's createyourwebsite123.com. Then I created another website or another business. It's called Fitness Massager. It's on Facebook, Fitness Massager. Um, so if you want a massage, hit me up. Ladies only, please. If you're a guy, I could connect you with a woman, but I'll try. You know, that's not a guarantee. Other than that, I'm not fucking with that shit. You know, I'm sorry. Like, you, you need what you want is a massage that I can't provide. So there's many massage therapy people and massaging people out on the freelance world that you could contact. You know what I mean? So just contact one of them. Um, because right now it's just me learning, and I do not want to learn on men. You know, it's like me. I don't know. That's just like maybe I put some black gloves on, those rubber gloves. Maybe, but even then, I just I don't feel comfortable myself. And obviously, no female's gonna get a massage if they don't feel comfortable with me. So I'm not gonna say anything to them regarding that. Just like, you know, you shouldn't say anything to me because I don't feel comfortable giving you a fucking massage. So yes, you know, like everyone is just doing their own thing. You know, I try to come up with a business that could cater to everyone's needs and desires. That's createyourwebsite123.com. You know, you want a website, it doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, bisexual, uh, bi, if you're a tri, um, if you're pure blooded, mixed blooded, if you're racist or not racist, if you have a business or don't have a business. If you want a website, it's there. It can be created for you. See, so we thought about all that. You know, our niche market, and who we could cater to, who we can't. We went for everyone. You know, with that, um, and that was originally with Connects, um, but even then, create your website at 123 is the same. You know, and you know with this fitness massager, yeah, it's just ladies. Doesn't matter how old you are. Like, if you want a massage, I'll give you a massage. You know, I don't give a fuck. You could be fucking 70 years old or whatever you could think of. You know, if you can pick up your fucking phone and hit me up, then, you know, and you have fucking the money there, then fuck it. You know, that's just the way it's going to happen. Just like any other store, you know, it's like you go into the store and you go into the store with $20 when an item is fucking 40. What are they gonna tell you? They're gonna say fuck you, right? Anywhere you could go to the mall. You could go buy it. You could go try to buy a Tesla vehicle with that type of shit, and they're gonna say fuck you. You know, you have to follow their guidelines and their payment plans. It's the same thing. So I don't know why everyone's in my fucking business. Like, stay in your lane, I'll stay in mine. You got something to say it. You know where the fuck I live. My phone number, everything's out there. like the clouds in the sky, like the sun out in space shining into the earth. Maybe I'm complicated shit. Maybe I'm just. Man, I really hope someone gets a hold of these videos and like counsels me or something. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe there isn't. Maybe I'm not retarded like I thought I was. And maybe someone can tell me otherwise. Maybe I need it. Because after a while, it's like, what the fuck is someone supposed to believe and think? You know? But, until then, until then, I'm gonna continue advertising and working whenever they call me to work. I'm just like everyone else. I'm not special. They call me to work, I'm gonna be at work. Whether it's fucking 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon. What the fuck can I say? We all gotta do what the fuck we gotta do, you know? Like, I pledge my allegiance to the United States of America. Therefore, by default, you know, I'm under their order and their everything. You know, whatever they stand for, I stand for. You know, and I mean, if I'm being cheated or if I'm being abused financially or in any other type of way, is that my fault? See, that's just stuff that, you know, that I don't know. And then if anyone is getting cheated and abused like that, then shouldn't there be something to prevent that? And shouldn't people that are doing that to people be considered as like a threat or something? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I never even graduated from high school. My history sucks ass. Well, not my history, but like not the country's history at all. I'm talking about my process or procession of the history that the teachers tried to teach me was not fully developed in this piece of shit brain of mine. So forgive me if I'm not fully educated and I'm not a textbook or the internet that I can, recite every fucking word to you, word by word, like a preacher would the Bible. Like, thank God for the internet, because I could go and search some shit and learn. It's never too late. And I'm getting super, super tired. But anyway, see what the thing that's fucked up about all this, in my opinion, is like the things that I spoken about help the young, and it also helps the elderly. Because after a while, think about it. If you're a child, your brain is, or their brain is beginning to get developed. And most, like, if they're infants, then there is no like defense whatsoever within their system, besides like twitching and like some protection and moving of the hands if they feel cold or hot. And that's how it is with the elderly. After a while, they start degrading, I mean, and they start losing brain patterns or brain thoughts or the functionality and the operation of life or whatever. And with the internet, it protects everyone, and especially people that have served in the military, like the veterans and all them. Like, they all have rights. Like, who's taking advantage of their rights? If a certain amount of money was given to veterans and some of the money remains, and some of the veterans do not claim what they have coming to them or items or whatever, then they should have the right to get that, to have that. And with the internet, if they have a cell phone, then they could get an alert saying, hey, go here, you're a veteran, you qualify, and you're gonna get this for free, or you're gonna get this because that's your right, or whatever. But other than that, like, I look at this world and it's fucked up. It's some fucked up shit, because people that served our country are out in the streets and shit. That's cold blooded. So we could be in here warmed and shit. I mean, fuck. I mean, Like, these people own houses and shit. I'm just renting. I wish I owned a fucking house. I guess I would just be like everyone else though. I probably wouldn't want anyone living in my house besides my girls, my ladies. And I don't know no more. Like, fuck, you know? Like, all I want to do though is make money because all I could do is fucking try, try to make money. But that's not. See, I think that's why the internet shit's important, you know? Because everyone's trying to make money, whether that's their goal or not. Like, everyone needs money to survive and to eat. Unless you're living like out in, you know, somewhere where you could go hunting and shit. But either way, you have to do something for food. It's for survival and to stay alive and stuff. You know. So I don't know. I don't know no more people. But all I know is that I'm trying to make money. Period. Like, I could just stop this video right now because that's all I'm trying to do right now. Because without money, I can't do shit. Besides watch the fucking clock pass hour after hour after hour after hour. TikTok, 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 TikTok. And for what? I mean, am I crazy because I'm making this video? Should I drop it like in an album form with copyrights and everything? Would that make me seem less of a weirdo? You know, put a nice album cover on it, a nice background image of some sort, and then sell it for $1. It doesn't matter if anyone buys my shit, right? I mean, but $1 is $1. All it takes is a couple million, couple billion, couple trillion. I mean, for all I know, you're one of those haters that you don't want to promote my shit. You're from a different sector. You're from a different organization that despises mine or some shit. For all I know, that could be happening. All I gotta say is Jesus, bitch. Just give it to Jesus, bitch. You know? Jesus is the way, the truth, and the fucking life. You know? That's all I can fucking say. Jesus. Because I'm trying to make this money while other bitch ass motherfuckers out there are trying to stop me or some shit. And that's how everyone feels in the world, not just me. Isn't that fucking crazy? But I think the crazier thing is how some of us have a lot of money and some of us don't have a lot of money. That's the crazier part about it. And it makes you wonder, what did you do differently since I'm the one that doesn't have a lot of money. But like I said, you need a massage. I would like to think that I'm the man that you would want to go to for that massage. If you need a website, create your website 123.com. It's that simple. 123 simple steps, and you know you have us forever as long as you do business. It's that simple. Let's get connected. That's what this whole life is all about. Making connections. Like the sharks in the Shark Tank. Oh, I know the right people. I could get you this investment, that investment. I know the best customers. No, the best marketers. I could get you in the retail stores. There's a couple hundred out there. Guaranteed to make you a couple million the first month. Blah, blah, blah. So professional. Like shit, I would be too. Making all that money. Shit. And then you're talking about breaking bread with the nigga. All fucking years. All two of them. What you say? What you say? Where do I sign? You know what I mean? Where the fuck do I sign this shit? You know, like, let's close this deal. You know, like, I never thought I would sell my soul to Satan for some money. But I'm sick and tired of my life. I just want to die. So, if Satan were right here, just like God appeared to Pharaoh in a dream and he said, I'll give you anything you want, just ask. Why would God do that to Pharaoh? No, not Pharaoh. King Solomon. King Solomon. So if the devil were to come to me, like he came to Jesus in the wilderness when he was tempted 40 days and 40 nights, I would do it in a heartbeat. Fuck it. Why? Because I believe that I have more to offer this fucking world than if I didn't have money. That's why. And that's the only reason why. Besides me wanting pussy as well. And then the pussy wanting money as well. So I'm killing killing one bird with one stone. Yeah. Because I'm getting the pussy. They're giving me the pussy for money. So I'm assuming I'm living like in somewhere where this shit is legal. Maybe like Nevada. I never said I have to stay in California the rest of my life, motherfuckers. If you're fucking 80, you know, fuck, you know. Guess I'm gonna have to start making some arrangements. Then what? You gonna be talking shit from California over there? Or what the fuck? But anyway, yeah, it's on and popping. You know, they're happy, I'm happy. They could go spend their money on whatever they want. I have the money to spend my money on whatever the fuck I want. Fuck yeah. I believe I have more to offer this fucking world. So, of course, I sell my soul to the devil whatever the fuck. You know, why the fuck not? It's all part of God's plan anyway. I think, you know, like, I mean, someone has to be the fucking devil's fucking advocate. Why not be me? Why not be you? Why not be anyone else? I mean, and not just that, but the Bible is true and will always be true. So the Bible says that I already, I already fucking went into all this, but I mean, if the devil's no, the devil and God are real, but if the prophecies of God are to come to pass, someone has to act as the devil or the devil's son or whatever, and yes, sit down in the temple to act like God or whatever. It's all part of God's plan. It's all part of prophecy, and prophecy is going to happen one way or the other, whether anyone likes it or not, right? I mean, I'm not making this shit up, am I? That's what I thought. You know? I mean, or are you gonna do it? I mean, first we gotta build the motherfucking temple. I said we build that motherfucker over here, you know, and we could like play it off as a prototype for the real one, so we won't go to war and shit, and motherfuckers could get off our backs. Like, why are you so busy about the things that we want to build as Christians or whatever the fuck? If you're in a different religion, like, what the fuck are you waiting to build? What does your God want you? What does your God want you to build? Like a bomb or a fucking a missile to go to Mars or Pluto? I mean, these motherfucking Christians are talking about building a fucking temple. Ooh wee. They're gonna build a temple, a mansion, basically. That's all it fucking is. A fucking mansion. So they could go and worship God like they do any other church. It's just a building. Like, right, I live here in Reading, and they're gonna build a church for $1 million. 100 million. 100 million. Because there is a difference. I said 1 million as opposed to 100 million. 100 million. For a fucking building. You know, another building. It's like a fucking mall, basically. That's all it is. And these motherfuckers want to go to war and shit over this bullshit. Like, what's so special about this building? You can just go in your closet and pray. It's the same fucking power. It's not gonna raise you from the dead. It's not going to heal anyone. And if it does, great for you and great for that other person you prayed for. Because even in the Bible it says that people are gonna be like, well, God, I cast out demons in your name, I healed the sick, blah 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 blah. He's gonna say, fuck you, get the fuck away from me, I never knew you, bitch. You get it? Like, you came in the wrong fucking door. Like, you're not coming in here like a security guard would tell you. You're out. That's how God's gonna get at people. Like, what the fuck? Really? Like, motherfuckers are lucky I don't have a fucking gun. You know? Motherfuckers are lucky I'm not a part of the CIA and shit. Because if I was, and you try to do any little fucking movement where I had to fucking take out my shit, you know the way I would be speaking? You know the shit that will get done? You want to act like little pussy ass punk bitch and be talked over? No one likes that. The power that God gives is not to be taken lightly, because God gives power to whom he wants to, and he takes power away from whom he wants to. And that's like a scripture in the Bible. You know? So we all just have to enjoy life, thank God for everything we have, and all this stuff. You know, obviously, I'm turning into an animal for a reason. Or I'm just realizing maybe that all my punk ass teachers took all my ideas and took off somewhere, patented the shit, and became rich and living in the Bahamas somewhere. I don't fucking know. But you know what? If someone were to investigate my life and look into my life, they could look into every single school that I ever been to, that I ever attended, every place I ever gone, and they could see all the people that were affiliated or connected to my life in whatever form or way, and they could see where they're at right now and what they did, what they're doing, if they have anything patented, if they don't, if they're still doing what they're doing or not. You know, it's simple. It's simple, people. It's simple. It just takes a little bit of investigation, and anyone could do that. Any detective could do that. And then, see, the interesting part about it is if they do start finding out that these little motherfuckers are rich somewhere, well, how do they get rich? And what's the chances of like half of them, if not most, becoming rich? Hmm? Well, said the preacher, well, said the preacher, well, I don't know. But I gotta figure this shit out. I mean, I have this feeling that there's enemies out there hating on me because I've been soliciting my business and my businesses, and they're just hating on me. Why? Why are they hating on me so much when we don't request anything from McDonald's and Burger King and all these other businesses, and they just want to send all that shit to us in the mail by default? You know that big old coupon book that we get once every week or month or something? All these coupons. People want to get mad at me. And I'm not even driving a Ferrari or Lamborghini or a Bugatti. or any other type of vehicle that you could think of that's very, very highly expensive and luxurious. Imagine when you start seeing that fucking my fucking all my pores just glistening like Cardi B. I got diamonds not just on my body but in my fucking bloodstream. That's called royal blood, my boy. Wow. Motherfuckers think that I'm just here talking to myself. Motherfuckers think that I got stressed the fuck out to the almost to the point of death for no fucking reason. Just call it an encounter from God. That's all I gotta say. Everything else speaks for itself. Everything else speaks for itself. If you don't believe me, it's all patented. Poor man's patents. Now, if someone out there stole or used my patents or my ideas, well, usually that happens, and then people that have the patent or whatever, and then they could prove that they own the patent or the idea or whatever first, they get sued for a lot of money. Like, I'm not talking about like you just got paid your paycheck money. I'm talking about like beyond, like an inheritance type of money. Like retirement upon retirement. That type of money. Like, I got so much of it, I don't know what the fuck to do with it. Like, I don't even have couches. My couches are the money. I don't even have a table. My table is the money. I don't even have a bed. My bed is the money. I don't even have no kitchen table. The kitchen table is the money. I don't even have a TV stand. The TV stand is the money. I don't even have a house. The walls are built out of the fucking money. The floor is solicited with money. Like going to the strip club. It's just everywhere. Like, you can't even pick it up. There's no end. You get so sick and tired of picking it up. It's like picking up leaves or litter in a forest. There's nowhere to pile it. There's nowhere to store it. It's everywhere. So don't give up. Don't lose hope. Because this is 2019, about to be 2020. The internet is changing, disrupting, evolving. It's just like my dick. Just fuck. Just confusing the shit out of motherfucking bitches. Bitches don't even know what the fuck to do, what to say, what to think. You know? That was a metaphor. Not really like literal. Well, kind of maybe. I don't know. Maybe you would have to ask them. Whoever them are. Ugh. I'm so disgusting. I'm so. Anyway, I don't know. But don't give up, people. Stay strong because this world doesn't last forever. And if they call me to Mars, then all you bitches that were in your feelings, you were in your feelings for no reason. You know? And that would mean that I was in my feelings for no reason too. Unless they send us all together. Like on one big, huge field trip from Earth to Mars. Like the school bus. The magic school bus. Yep. I used to love that. Blue's Clues. Looney Tunes. There's so much wisdom in that. It taught me so much. Just the illustrative images that these people put in them, whoever came up with it, and whoever drew it, whoever, they were geniuses. Like the dog was hungry, for example. The dog was hungry, and then he would look at the cat. And then in the cartoon, the cat turned into a chicken leg, like into a drumstick. So it gave the viewer an illustration of what the dog, how the dog was viewing that other animal. Or else, the viewer would just look at a dog and a cat and then wonder why the dog is attacking the cat. But once the viewer depicted in illustration form in the drawing, the cat turning into a drumstick, a chicken drumstick, yeah, it's food. So then the viewer obviously knew that it was going after it for a meal. So that's why the cat was running. The dog wasn't angry at the cat. The cat was being under attack. Was under attack. And then there's a bunch of other stuff in there. A bunch of like common sense stuff. Maybe that had an impact in my life. So don't be afraid to turn that on. Watch that. Sometimes it requires, what is that called? What is it called? Undivided attention. When someone gives you their undivided attention, when you have that undivided attention, then you can learn a lot more than if there's people around. So with these Looney Tunes, the Blue's Clues, and the Magic School Bus and all that, obviously if you're distracted, you're not gonna like, get the full, experience. That's why God calls us sometimes to separate ourselves for a time. It's like a judge. A judge just can't be a judge to judge people just out of the blue. That would be insane. That would be like allowing an unskilled person to judge without counsel. It just won't happen. Well, it can happen with the council. But the Bible wasn't written for the destruction of mankind. It was written for the edifying of mankind. People gave their lives towards the cause of the Bible, like Jesus and his disciples. Because remember, God stands up for righteousness. He stands up for the weak. That's who God is. It's all about enjoying life. And I'm sorry to the world for making this all about me and my life when it's not. Everyone just has to live their life, and everyone's important. Whether there's someone there every single day to remind them of that or not, everyone is important. They might not be there to remind you of that, but we're all important. You are important. Everyone in the world. And if you weren't, then you would feel just like me. Like shit. Like down at the bottom of the fucking asphalt. You're below 6 feet. Like, fuck. Who's gonna get me out of this bitch? I don't know. That's how I feel sometimes. But the trippy part about all this is that if I'm surrounded by people, I'll have no worries. I have a big smile on my face. I'm not even thinking about money. It's weird. It's like my brain just likes fucking with me. It's like it's torturing me. For no good reason. Other than just to fuck with me. I hate it. But it's my brain. And in the meantime, I have to live with it. I gotta put up with it. Until someone releases me of this body. So I could go to heaven. So God could judge me and say, you're gonna go there or you're gonna go there. Because obviously that's all we have is two options. Well, not really. Well, technically we do. But then he's gonna decide, like, if someone gets to go to heaven or hell, you know? God does that. No one else does that. God does that. God decides who goes to heaven and who goes to hell. Because like I said earlier, someone could dedicate their whole life to serve God, but then God could just be like, I don't know, like straight diss someone. That doesn't even sound like God. That sounds so mean and cruel. But guess we just have to find out. And I I don't know. I can't go to heaven knowing there's people in hell. That's just that's like me living in this house knowing there's people out there suffering. You know, it's just it's fucked up. But maybe God has me here for a reason and not out there for a reason. I don't know. But I already talked about all this. I think I covered everything. The rest is just the rest is just up to us, everyone in the world, because this is going to take everyone, the unity of the world to accomplish. Because the internet is not just in one country or for one race or for one people or, you know, like, well, race people. It's for everyone in the world. So it's going to require everyone in the world. Like a pirate ship that's sinking, and then the captain yells out, all hands on deck, that type of thing. Even though we're not on the ship and no ship is sinking and all this other stuff, it was just a metaphor. So I hope I didn't lose anyone about a ship sinking. You know, it's going to require everyone in the world. But it's only common sense. It's not like rocket science, even though rocket science is easy if it's studied. It's just like cooking a soup. It can be complicated to understand that unless you have a microwave or unless you have a fire to heat up your water. And now I'm just thinking too much because every time I think a lot, my nose starts leaking. And then I have this pain in there, deep down, like an inch or two. I'm not talking about just like out here, the outer part, the inner part. Like my tongue, no, like my mouth, But in here, I don't think it's a brain tumor. And if people say I have a brain tumor, fuck them. Fuck them. I'm not believing anything anyone says. I'm gonna be like that old stubborn person that's like, nope, I don't believe anything. That's me all day long. Fuck that. Like, I'll believe it when I fucking pass out and I wake up in the hospital with my fucking. With just. Like, how the fuck did I get here? What happened? See, and even then, I wouldn't even know if someone fucking hit me and stunned me so they could fucking look in there. If it's even brain fat or some type of weird fucking microchip or some shit. Like, where did Francisco get all this wisdom and knowledge from? Where is he downloading all this data from? How is he gathering it? It's all bullshit. But anyway. I just gotta end this video. Honestly. Because I'm getting sick. And I look like shit. And me not having money, it has done things to me that I wish that it never does to anyone ever again. But I guess someone has to like walk where people don't normally walk, like the less world road travel type of thing, so others won't really go through it or whatever, because we're all used to it. Everyone else, we get diverted into how everyone else is functioning and working and living life, but God just, he's just fucking with me. God is just out there probably making fun of me, just tormenting me, really. And I'm sick and tired of it. It's just like everything else in my life. It's like what Kenneth Copeland said. Like, you know that you're sick, and you know that you're sick and sick of what you're doing, or something like that. You know that you're, I don't know, it's like, I forget how he said it, but he said it way better than me. And it was like, he was trying to just like say like, like, when you just want, like, you're just sick of yourself, and you know that you're sick of yourself. It's like that. But I don't know more. I don't know anymore. It's getting cold. It's 12 o'clock a.m. No wonder it's getting cold. I'm getting tired, sleepy. My eyes hurt. I've been recording for 3 hours and 20 minutes. And I could still go for more. Maybe till morning, till the morning. Just rambling my mouth off for no good purpose other than just to talk. But for the sake of the video and its data storage and all this other bullshit and uploading process, I'm gonna just try to end it now.